First lesson for today is lesson 6-3 on unit pricing. Notice I have started out with my chapter 6 equations. We are going to add one equation to the mix for today. Well, for this lesson anyways. Unit price equals price of item divided by measure or count. If it says something's like 50 items, that would be a count. If it says something weighs like 3.2 ounces, that's a measure. Okay. But that is going to go in my denominator position. Your cost should always go in the numerator. Let's take a look at today's lesson 6.3. The first question we're going to cover is example 1. Shane Ladd purchased a 64-ounce container of orange juice for $3.49, a 2-liter bottle of bleach for $1.99, and a dozen ears of sweet corn for $3.50. What is the unit price of each item to the nearest tenth of a cent? Tenth of a cent. Just a side note, tenth of a cent is the same thing as saying to the thousandths place. So make a note of that real quick, please. The other thing I forgot to mention or failed to mention was unit pricing. This is a technique that allows shoppers to compare the prices of various items. Okay, first let's talk about our orange juice. We have $3.49 that we paid for it. And there was 64 ounces, so we're going to divide by 64. $3.49 divided by 64. So again, we're rounding to the thousandths place. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So this 4 will round up to a 5 because there is a 5 that follows. So this is 0.055. Let's take a look at our bleach. Take our cost of $1.99, divide by our measure, which is 2. This only went out to the thousandths place, so there's no rounding off here. This is 0.995. Lastly, we have the corn. We pay $3.50 for it. Dozen means that there are 12 of them. So we're going to take 3.5 divided by 12. Get 0.292 because the 6 rounds the 1 up. 292. You have 2 try on your owns. Again, they ask you to round to the nearest tenth of a cent. So go ahead and take about 5 minutes. Shouldn't take you much longer than that. Pause your videos to answer question 1 and 2. Try on your own. Go ahead and check your answers for questions 1 and 2. Try on your own. Please take a moment to check those. If you don't get the answer, please ask questions if you can't figure it out. Next, on the next slide, you will see your vocab fill in the blank for this section 6.3 on unit pricing. After you have completed your vocab fill in the blank, please mark this presentation as done and move on to lesson 6.4. Good luck.